Welcome to our 5th video in our series on organizing your garage. Today I'm going to cover installation of the wall control pegboard system. Now if you're just joining us, I highly encourage you to check out some of the other videos in this series. I think you'll find a lot of useful information. But if you're just here to see how to install a wall control panel system, that's not a problem either. So this is really simple. It's not going to take me very long to show you how to install this, so I want to cover a couple of things first. Let me start by showing you a mistake that I made. If you recall, in the second video, I used SketchUp to basically create a blueprint of what I want this garage to look like. At the time, I had not picked what sort of organization system I wanted on this wall, which goes under the wall cabinets and above what will be a workbench. So it wasn't included in the drawing, and I finally picked the wall control pegboard system, but I never put it on the SketchUp drawing. Here's what happened. I've got an outlet right in the way. So that underscores the importance of mapping things out and having a plan. So now I'm going to have to deal with moving this outlet. You're not going to see that here today. It's going to be a real big pain, so I'll just knock that out as soon as I can. The other thing I want to talk about is what your options are with these pegboard systems. If you're not familiar with these, it works like a traditional pegboard, meaning you have hangers that have a hook that goes in one of the holes, and then it's got two pieces that come down and they rest on this panel. You've probably seen the pegboard, which is made out of like a masonite type material. This is very similar in that it has all the holes, but it also has these slots, and they have much more nifty connectors because of that. And this is also metal, so it's very, very durable, and you don't have to worry about the humidity causing your pegboard to swell. This comes in two configurations. This is considered the horizontal configuration. You can get it vertically, so all of the slots are positioned vertically. You can also get these with just the slots and not the holes. Sizes, this is 16 by 32 inches. I think you can get 8 by 32. There might even be a 16 by 48 for the vertical. There's probably a couple others as well. Now, because this is 16 by 32, and these are 112 inches in width, I can't perfectly line these up. So I can't have one that starts on the edge and another that ends on the other edge. So because of that, I'm going to install 3 panels, and the panels on the end are going to come in by 8 inches. Now, I know what you're thinking, that may not look very nice. I would agree with you, but I've got some ideas up here that I'm kicking around, so after I get these installed and get farther down the road with this project, I'll figure out what I want to do with that, and we'll see how it all turns out. So let's get started on installing these. The wall control panels come with pretty good fasteners. It's a number 12 wood screw and an optional anchor. If you're installing into a hollow wall and your screw holes don't line up with a stud, you'll definitely want to use the anchor. If you're going into a stud, you could use the screw. If you want, you could probably get a longer screw. This one looks to be about 1.25 inches, maybe 2 inches, but I don't really think it's necessary. I have drywall with OSB behind it, so I'm just going to use the screw. Now, to make this easier, I'm going to use a number 8 self-centering bit. What this will allow me to do is basically drill a pre-pilot hole, so I know exactly where the hole should go, because this bit will put the initial hole right in the center of the mounting cutout, so to speak. Now, if you're going in, let's say you're going to use the anchors, then you'll want to hold this up, and you'll want to mark all 6 holes. It's probably easier if you have a helper to do this. So you'll mark all 6 holes, then drill your holes for your anchors, drive those, and then screw it in. I'm going to just drill one hole first so I can level it, and then I'm going to do the remaining holes. Since I'm not using the anchor, I don't need to take the panel down to drill the pilot holes for all 6 holes. All right, you don't want to torque it all the way down. That way you can adjust the panel and make it level. And you want to torque this down by hand. I would not recommend using the impact driver to completely torque it down. It's a bit of overkill. Okay. All right. Actually, while I drill these other holes, I'm going to keep a level on it to make sure that it stays level. All right, now that I have 2 screws in, it's going to stay level. So now I'll drive the remaining 4. Now for me, I just need to do that 2 more times and I'm done. So that's all there is to it. As you can see, it's quite simple. And then once you have your brackets, these are also quite simple to install. There you are. So one last piece of advice, and this is totally up to you. I would wait on ordering the brackets. I'm waiting because I want to make sure that everything in my plan has a home, and if it doesn't, this might be a good candidate for storing some of my tools. Now I went ahead and got the screwdriver holder because I use screwdrivers all the time, so I definitely know I'm going to use that. And I think I got a couple of hooks so I could mount my drill and my driver up there as well. But it's up to you. If you know exactly what you want to store on here, go ahead and order all the hooks that you need to get it done. Well, this concludes our 5th video. If you would, please join me next time for our 6th video, where we're going to install the base cabinets along with a butcher block countertop. I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.